Konnichiwa, Nikuchori here. Today I was asked to do a rough sketching tutorial, which is basically just the way I make my characters, you know, poses and everything, to make them look sort of proportionate. So I'm using Paint Tools I, and I'm using the A4 350 dpi setting because this is the setting I usually use and I'm comfy with it. But you guys can just, use whatever you like. Also using the marker tool, and I usually use it from 20 to 5 pixels depending on the level of detail I want to give the lines. So anyways, I'm starting. So the first thing I do is just sketching what I have in my mind. It's sort of like the outline of the pose I want to do. So I'll show you right now real quick. So basically this will be the first step on my rough sketching. What I do next is just lower the opacity on my drawing and then add another layer, and on that top layer I'll make the regular proportion lines. You can probably find better lines at another tutorial. I'm not sure, just to make sure that my character is not too big headed, too with a small torso or anything. So yeah, this is a running guy sort of. If you see here, there's like this line of action. I have to keep the balance on the center of the character so that it won't look misproportionate. Actually, don't draw the line. Actually, I most of the time just keep it in mind. So anyways, I'm going to keep doing this and I'll show you real fast what I mean by correcting the lines, okay? Okay, so basically that's it. I just had a little trouble with the legs, so I'm just going to correct it here because remember what I said about the line of balance? It should be here. So I'm just making this leg a little bit like this. And then I'm making the knee look a little bit more forward. I know it looks really messy right now, but in the next layer, I think it's going to come through a little bit more cleanly. Because next step is actually cleaning, which is basically just getting rid of all the unnecessary lines, and then after that I'm just going to add the details. So yep, I'll show you how I clean. So that was basically how I do rough sketching. And after that, I just add the details, in the muscles and everything. And I fix the proportion problems, like right here. This should be a bit wider. This should be a little bit more defined. But that's okay. I mean, I don't think there's like a trick for drawing. I just think that if you enjoy it, then you should totally do it until you think your style is cool. And that's well, I don't know. I draw because it makes me happy. So if you are happy drawing, have you don't need anything else. So anyway, I'm starting with the detail section, which is basically what brings the drawing to life. This is going to probably take a bit longer, but yeah, it's going to be fun. So that was basically my rough sketching, little detailed layer one. Then I usually make another layer, but right now I think I'm fixing these legs because they're a mess. They need to be a little bit longer, a little bit down because the torso was just too small. So I'm just moving them just like that. I usually notice these small mistakes, actually, pretty big mistakes, while I'm drawing. So it's nothing to be fearful about, just being wrong at, proportion or something. Because it's just normal, it's part of the process of learning how to, shape stuff. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now I'm making another layer and I'm adding details, and that's just how I work. I do layers and layers and layers of detail and detail, detail. What I do when I am working traditionally, which is actually quite often, is I just draw with a really, really small pencil. And those that, um, usually a 2H or an H pencil. It's just really not that dark, so I can erase properly. And I just erase and draw over and over and over and over until I'm happy with it. And that's just how I do it. I do things. I mean, I insist there's no magic trick. I'm just drawing. And I mean, that's the fun part of drawing, that you can just do whatever you want and be unexpected and random, and that's okay because it's your drawing. So yeah, I'm making another layer to show you how I do detail. So this is basically what I do, well, sketching. If I use traditional art or digital art, it's the same. I just do random lines until I'm glad, until I'm happy with it, I mean. So, anyways, what I really wanted to say is that there's no magic trick, no, spell that will make you instantly draw how you want to draw. Because, I mean, I've been drawing for quite a few years right now, and I'm still not where I want to be. And sometimes it is quite, frustrating for us artists because you see people like Sakimi-chan uploading a super awesome drawing. Oh, I love her so much. And then you see your art, and you're you're not her, and that's all right. It's all right to have your own style. It's all right to just screw up your drawing sometimes. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally normal. It's your art, and you have to be the one that's happy with it. I mean, if you have no passion for art, if you don't want to art, then you just don't. This is something you do because you want to, and I think that it's just really important for you to, just let everything go and do what you want and do what you're good at. Because I believe that everyone can draw. Maybe not everyone can draw as awesome as, I don't know, Sakimi-chan does, because I really love her. But you can draw on your own style, and that's alright too. Okay, so that's everything for today. あ、それに絵を描きたいという気持ちは心に生まれると思います。ね。じゃあまたね。